if you're not already a part of this community, join it by hitting that subscribe button. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Leave it a like, because I do appreciate that. This is just an opinion, okay? This is not a fact, all right? But this is just my opinion, so don't get offended of what I'm saying. It's just an opinion, all right? It's not a fact, but what I believe is, I believe that the only way that Tyson Fury is going to be able to beat Deontay Wilder in the rematch is if he simply knocks him out. I know Tyson Fury has the skill set to give Deontay Wilder a boxing lesson. I saw it. I'm not blind. I saw Tyson Fury give Deontay Wilder a boxing lesson. I know he could easily beat him. But when it comes to boxing, I believe that boxing is a corrupted sport. I believe that when certain fights, or when certain people want certain fights to be made because they know it's going to generate a lot of money, they try and protect the fighter. And this is why they give them gift decisions. I mean, there's been several times where you see gift decisions happen and in boxing. And I think this is the case when it comes to Deontay Wilder. I think the reason he got a gift draw against Tyson Fury is because the boxing world wants to see him versus Anthony Joshua. And they know if he lost that WBC belt and he had that L in his record, that would ruin, absolutely ruin the a possibility of Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. I mean, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder mega fight. Because Deontay Wilder, his stock would have dropped. It would have been like, man, he got schooled against Tyson Fury. He's no longer a champion. He got an L in his record now. It wouldn't have the same luster, right? It wouldn't make the same amount of money, right? So they had to keep Deontay Wilder undefeated. They had to keep him as champion. So this is why I believe they made a draw and they didn't take the belt. Because that's what they did. They said, you know what, how do we make Deontay Wilder keep the belt even though he lost? Let's just make it a draw. Again, this is not facts. You know, these aren't facts that the boxing is corrupted and they're trying to not have Wilder lose his belt in order for him to face Anthony Joshua. But that's just my opinion. And I believe it's going to stay like this. I believe this will be the exact same result in the rematch. I believe if Tyson Fury just tries to outbox Deontay Wilder and win via decision, they will still give it to Deontay Wilder. I still think you will still, at the end of round 12, you will hear the referee saying, raising Deontay Wilder's hands up and saying, and still WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Deontay Wilder's a protected fighter, people. The WBC protects him. And they want him to face Anthony Joshua. They know that's a big money fight. They know it's going to make them a bunch of money, right? It's going to generate a lot of money. So they're not going to give it away. They're not going to take the belt away from Mr. Deontay Wilder. So I think that Tyson Fury has to go for the knockout. I think he has to be aggressive. You know, it's going to be risky because he could get hit with a right hand from Deontay Wilder and he could get knocked out or dropped again. I know like I said, I know he has the ability to outbox Deontay Wilder, right? I've seen it. But I just don't think that's enough. I think he has to knock him out. Like, he has to make it definite. You can't leave it he cannot leave it in the hands of the judges. Because they will rob him again. And again, I don't think it has to do with the fact that he's British. Because some people say it's because, you know, Wilder's an American and Tyson Fury is from the UK, so they favor the hometown fighter. But I don't think it's really that. I think it's really just the fact that they want Joshua versus Deontay Wilder to happen. So they don't want to give it to Tyson Fury. So I think Tyson Fury has to go for broke. He has to go for the knockout. You know, outboxing, play smart, but also let your hands go and take like a lot. When it comes to Tyson Fury, he's not a big puncher. He's never been a big puncher. He will never be a big puncher. But when you consistently hit a guy with several shots, you can hurt the guy and eventually stop him via TKO. Like, I think the only way, like, he has to beat him via TKO. Like, have the referee waving the fight off as Deontay Wilder's against the ropes and he's teeing off against Deontay Wilder and Deontay Wilder's all bloodied up and stuff, you know. I think he has to TKO him, basically. And that's the only way I see him winning. So, again, it's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the fight goes to the decision. Maybe Tyson Fury puts on a boxing clinic against Deontay Wilder. Maybe he actually wins a fair decision, right? But I have a big feeling that's not going to happen. I think boxing wants Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. And I think they will not let Tyson Fury ruin that. Because if Tyson Fury defeats Deontay Wilder, as he should have in the first fight, that would have ruined it. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Go for the knockout, Fury. That's all I'm saying. If you're a Tyson Fury fan, you better hope Tyson Fury goes for the knockout. Cannot leave your hands on the judges, man. These judges, man, I'm telling you, you can't trust boxing. You can't trust the judges. You can't trust the fact that boxing is very powerful. Don't underestimate the power of the powers that be in boxing, man. I'm telling you. They want this Joshua versus Wilder unification fight, and they will prevent certain fighters from winning titles to make that happen. I believe that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, I have to say, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.